Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. For a productive play on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Pass to Sticks still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU and Jesse had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are 2 programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
On this campus, the legends literally cement their handprints on the legacy just a few steps away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. They believe they can run right here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Wide receiver shows motion. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for room. It's Young. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Steps away. Fires downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Back at it to open the corner with this 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He'll keep it himself. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take account.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. Buys a little time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Green 25.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball,
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown LSU. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it's up and no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but So many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
The inside, a little bit of outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what a...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets away from 1. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's loose at the 15. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Now adjusting. He'll throw one to his right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense not showing press coverage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled him. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing, so that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
He wants it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
Yeah, and it's so hard to get these guys on the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays, and you can see, had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion. But, man, these guys are a nightmare to try to get on the ground and try to get those sacks.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Still looking. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. The tag. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.